Hey, y'all. David over here with Waterboy Betting, coming at you with another head coaching episode. Going over head coaching changes over the offseason in the NFL here. Did my one on the Jacksonville Jaguars. I know Corky's done one on the Chicago Bears. And our next one I'm doing here for you today is the New York Jets. Sucks. New York Jets, baby. Sorry, all you Jets fans out there, but you got to have a winning season. We'll talk. But we're going to talk over the New York Jets today. And a guy that I actually personally like a lot, and Justin Fields. We'll talk a little bit about him and the upside that I think that he's going to be bringing with his head coach, that man that's in charge now, Aaron Glenn, who's taken over for Robert Saleh, fired last year. I know that they had some interns in the meantime, but Aaron Glenn taking over the defensive coordinator for the Detroit Lions, the new man in New York. The man that's honestly, I feel like, always earned the respect of everyone in the league, former player, guy that really built up a unit that was depleted with injuries last year. Honestly is just pretty crazy that they were able to get and do what they did last year with all the injuries that they had in Detroit. Aaron Glenn's a huge credit to that. I know the offense was obviously amazing for Detroit last year, the second best scoring unit in the league. But Aaron Glenn, he still led this, defensive team in Detroit last year to a lot of success. And I don't think anyone really expected the Detroit Lions defense to be good. And obviously losing Aiden Hutchinson and other 10 guys that they had on the injury list at some point last year, it was something that obviously it affected them. Focusing now on the New York Jets side of things, looking at what they're going to be able to do. They have the talent. They had the talent this last year where we believed that they were Super Bowl contenders. We thought they were Super Bowl contenders with Aaron Rodgers. There hasn't been a lot that's changed. They have lost some guys, but they also added a lot of pieces. They're also still really young and talented, especially on the defensive side of the ball, which I think that he's going to use his talent just like he has, and he did with Detroit. I'm very much in on what Aaron Glenn's going to do with that defense. And offensively, I'm excited to see what they can do too. I think it's going to be pretty nice for Justin Fields. Can this be the spot where he can revamp his career and really step up and, go to that next level? He had a partial chance with Pittsburgh last year, but not a full chance, I guess. And, they just trusted Russell Wilson more with their offense, and we're okay with being mediocre. I do think if you let Fields loose, he can win you games. He can also probably lose you some games, which I'm sure he's going to do as well. But I really like what they have still. I expect a bounce back year from Breece Hall. He went into the year injured last year, and it showed. He didn't have that explosiveness. I'm hearing good things this offseason that he should be back and healthy. Garrett Wilson will be the true one and will be the workhorse number one wide receiver with probably a 30% target share. We're going to love that. But overall, this season is going to depend. Aaron Glenn has to get that defense to what it should have been. They underperformed drastically last year, even with all the injuries that they had. But Rodgers was still healthy, and they went, 7 wins last year? That's unacceptable. Aaron Glenn, the expectations for him is that they think that they should be a 9-win plus team. That's what they think. So I'm going in, and I think Justin Fields, he was 4-2 with the Steelers last year with kind of a similar unit. George Pickens was their wide receiver. They had Najee and Jalen Warren at running back. Solid O-line, nothing crazy. But if you want to look at the New York Jets, they got a good O-line this year, and they really built on it. They have some side weapons, Mason Taylor, Josh Reynolds. We'll see if Malachi Corley can be anything. I like Braylon Allen out of the backfield aside from Breece Hall. But this unit this is a team that they're going to try to win like the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's similarity where they're going to run the crap out of the ball with Justin Fields and Breece Hall, focus on Garrett Wilson on offense, and on defense they have to be one. And if they can go be one and go be that powerhouse that I think Aaron Glenn genuinely can do with the talent they have on this team, I'm kind of excited to see what they can do. They have a low over under. I want to say it was 5.5, 6.5. I actually, looking at the Jets schedule, I have them with 8 wins. I think that they can go 8-9, which I think would keep Fields around for another year. And I definitely think that there would be things that's a huge improvement on if I'm looking at it from a Jets perspective. Got a coach that can win 8 wins in our first year, have the realistic expectations with this over-under. I think it was a 5.5, 6.5. That's probably what it's going to be, but I do believe that with their schedule, they actually can go win 8 games, I believe. So we'll see what Aaron Glenn can do, but I'm kind of in on them. Not a playoff team, but a team that I believe will improve from last year. So Jets fans, I know I started off rough on you, but I do think that this is going to be a more positive year than we have seen in the Aaron Rodgers era that you just experienced. So anyway, this is Waterboy Betting. David over here. Appreciate the listens, guys. Please like, subscribe, comment. Let us know if there's anything else you want us to discuss. And as always, you guys stay classy. We'll talk to you later.